Good morning, everyone. It's a great day to be sober today. Wanted to talk about this morning, talk about um, why it is so important to open up what you're struggling about. For 20 years of my whole addiction, I never opened up. The friends I was hanging out with, I couldn't be vulnerable to them. I had no trust in anybody. That's why I make it a point to every meeting I go to open up about what I'm struggling with. Even though I'm clean and sober today, I mean, life is still here, you know? I still want to run away from life sometimes. Take a break and not be able to feel anything. And for me, being silent for 20 years almost took my life. Not opening up about what I was struggling with, not being true to myself. And now today, I make it a point to go in every meeting and talk about what I'm struggling with at that moment. God gave me a voice. My voice is my driving force behind my recovery. Because even last week I celebrated 2 years sobriety. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. I still struggle. And I need to go in those meetings, being able to open up. It's very, very hard for myself, being a recovering addict, alcoholic, to be vulnerable about around anybody. And that's why I love the rule, keep everything in house, Don't take what we talk about outside of the meeting. That is so important because vulnerability is not, it's foreign to me. To be able to open up. And that's why, thank God for this. I've been working with my new sponsor for about 10 months, and I had a relationship with him before. Me and him was really, really close. I would talk to him about some stuff, but ever since I started working with him, he is like my best friend. It's deeper than, it's deeper than just sponsor and sponsee. But I open up to him every time what I'm struggling with. And he helps me through it, just like going into those meetings. I don't know half the people when I'm going into the meetings, but I have trust today. And God has given me that because I never trusted anybody. It goes back to my abandonment issues. I used to, at 5 years old, my dad would be able, because my parents were divorced at an early age, and he would come to pick me up every other weekend. Well, these are where the steps come into play. I'd be at the door at 5 years old waiting on my dad, and he would never come. And it broke my heart, But now that I'm clean and sober, I see that, he might have been struggling with something. I love him to death today, I don't blame him. We all got our different struggles, and and that's where being vulnerable, because I let my heart, I let my heart go, when I was sitting there waiting for my dad, and now me and him have the best relationship today, and the 12 steps have helped me tremendously with that. And it's hard for me to open up about it to anybody, but the meetings, I love to get uncomfortable, because it means I'm growing as a person. Like, if I would have stayed in my box at the beginning of recovery, I went in, when I was in rehab, I did not talk to anybody. I was totally broken. And I didn't open up in anybody. I didn't have no trust. But for me to be able to have trust, I have to give trust also. If I want love, I have to give love. And today I don't stay silent. I open up in those meetings. I never thought I'd be even doing videos like this, but God has given me the strength to overcome my fear of opening up, and I don't stay silent. That's why my recovery is so loud, because I stayed quiet my whole life, and my addiction affected everybody around me. And I'm proud to be in recovery, because it means I'm overcoming addiction one day at a time. I don't totally this is just my opinion, but I don't totally understand why people are so silent about their recovery, because your recovery could open doors for somebody that's in hell right now. And that's why I do all the posts I do. I do it because I feel God rescued me from addiction. And that's the only reason why I'm sober today. And it might help that one person, and I'm glad I'm not quiet these days, I have to hold myself back sometimes because I feel like I'm too loud with my recovery, but at the end of the day, I am proud to be in recovery, so I'm not, I stay quiet, and that almost killed me. And today, I talk about God nonstop, who saved me. I will never forget what He did for me and what He's doing for me today. And so those meetings, I need those to be able to talk. It's like paying for a counselor or paying for a therapist, and these meetings are free. They are my lifeline to my recovery, and I think everyone that leads meetings, man, like, I appreciate you guys so much that start these meetings, because I don't know what I would do without these meetings, and I really get excited, because, like, right before I'm burying going to meet, like, man, I can't wait, I'm going to a meeting today. And, sometimes I get in my head and I don't want to go to a meeting, but that's when I need to, is when I don't want to go. My addiction tries to sneak in just like that, and like I said, they are my lifeline. So with that being said, everyone have a blessed day. I love you all. Bye.